pay a little bit of attention to them, but take it with a grain of salt. Because in actuality, nobody really knows if a draft player is gonna pan out. And after the first year, we truly don't know. After the second year, nah. Third year, okay, we getting somewhere. But more likely than not, you will be from a large global position. In other words, you will be determining whether or not that Welcome to VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. Look, if you are like me, you come across these peeps and people more often than not, but it's okay. I am here to navigate and guide you through the outs and ins of the NFL draft. Liars. I know. I should have said bad word alert, or better yet, earmuffs. I should have said earmuffs, but it's cool. It is okay. Have you been in contact with one of these NFL draft liars? If so, go ahead and share your experience with the rest of us so we can know how to navigate if we haven't navigated the proper way to begin with. And yes, I repeat, yes, they are the same difference, that is. They're the same difference as those who claim to be NFL experts. Been there, done that, but we're not going down that yellow brick road. Not today. In fact, if you want to go down that yellow brick road, NFL experts are not truth tellers. They're snake oil salesmen. That's the Vince's notes for you. But it's already been done. We've already talked about, we've already discussed, we've already broke that down, but I just gave you the Vince's notes, and if you need more, you know where to get it. It's there, readily available for you. Just put it in the search and it shall come up. Or how about this? I'll make it easy for you. Meanwhile, let's not get sidetracked. NFL draft liars. Okay, I won't mess up. I won't do it too late next time. I'll give you the wink and a nod. But you know who they are. They the peeps who tell you that X player or player X can't be this good, or he's never gonna materialize to the expectations that he need to be. Or and that's the he and not the ha. Player B, he, for whatever reason, is the star. He is the generational talent. He is what everybody dreamed, if they could dream, wish they would be. In fact, we don't know. In fact, nobody truly knows. There's so many different variables. There's so many different variables upon variables upon variables that determines whether or not a draft prospect that is going to pan out or be good. He might, for the first couple years or so, be bad. I mean, really bad. And you might want to use the B word on him. And that's the B word that ends with a T. B word that ends with a T. Yeah. Might call him the B word after 2 years, and then that third year and on forward, he turns out to be a star, a superstar. Yeah, turns out to be a superstar. Or that first year he can ball out of control, BOCCing. Then that second year, it's a dud. That third year, he gone. Getting information or having information to lead you one path or another, that's cool, that's okay, because we can only use the information that's readily available for us and to us, and we all have the same information unless we are talking directly to player that shall go nameless himself or their agent or people in their circle.
The inner circle.
And that would give you more information that the average won't have. And you can only from then just guesstimate, because only that person can become a bust or not, being put in a particular environment that either makes them flourish, that nourish them, or an environment that just makes them decay. Basically, a bad organization. But there's some generational talents that can overcome being dropped in a bad organization. But it ain't all the time. Once again, it is guesswork. But those who tell you that they know, those who tell you it's gonna happen, those that tell you and speak with authority and say it's a matter of fact, they don't know. They know just as much as you know. I will say, you can avoid them if you want to, and you probably should, but if you want the comedy, if you want the laugh, and it's the laugh, ha ha this time, pay a little bit of attention to them, but take it with a grain of salt. Because in actuality, nobody really knows if a draft player is gonna pan out. And after the first year, we truly don't know. After the second year, nah. Third year, okay, we getting somewhere. But more likely than not, you will be from a large global position. In other words, you will be determining whether or not that NFL team, after 3 or 4 years, whether or not that draft class that team has was successful, good, or bad. And that was within that framework, and nobody that I know of has come back to the future. And if they have, we won't be putting that information out here. I know how that works, and I'm definitely not trying to mess up any time. What is it? Time continuums or anything like that. No. Seen those movies way too many times, and definitely don't want to be a part of it, because I would be the first to go. And I don't want to be the first to go. So that's why no time travelers here, and don't trust the ones who say that they know this is going to happen. How? We got the same information. How? We know the same people. How? We utilizing the same robots. Wait a minute, did I say robots? Yeah, we utilizing the same data and technology, unless you know the player personally, you know their work ethic, or for whatever reason, the inner circle. And then it comes down to that individual person put within a certain particular environment, whether or not they go up or down, and still from year to year it varies. But there is definitely a cutoff point where we know if the player is good or not. We know at a certain point whether they're gonna make it on another team, make it on that team, or they just gonna flame out the league because either the work ethic was bad or they just ain't good enough. That's okay. At that point, it's based in observation. It's based in basically the scientific method. I said it. I'm saying it with my chest. Based in the scientific method, because we done ran so many different experiments, I should say, and got the data needed, ran so many tests, and did it back to back. Then we got these results, and they say, you ain't good enough. You're just not gonna pan out. Your weaknesses can't be overcome. You develop tendencies, basically. And whether or not your tendencies is good for any team or good for the sport, that we can define, that we can say, yeah, I'm for sure on that. But in the draft, coming out of the draft, that's pure guesswork. That's pure speculation. That is maybe, just maybe, somebody is trying to make sure that they PR game is on point, and that is public relations. Whether they doing it for the good or doing it for the bad. And PR is one hell of a drug. Yeah, it is. And I suggest you stay away. Don't. And once again, we've all been there. We've all had these NFL draft liars, wait a minute, experts tell us what it is and what it isn't, only to figure and find out that they are just full of hot air. We see the machine. We see the person behind the machine, I say, behind the curtain. We see you. Gotcha.